Monday morning, everybody. Ollamh here, and welcome to a new game, or not really a new game, but a new game to us, Dream Chronicles. This is another one of those big fish casual games that I had in my library, and I figured why not go ahead and play it and see what things have for us here. Look around, use your mouse to click on objects to see their description. Right, like this book? This is bizarre. I hear a strange woman's voice and then suddenly the door is covered with ice. It's frozen shut even though it's a sunny day. Am I still dreaming? That's a good question. There's a note on the cover from Fidget. Dear Faye, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm in trouble. You are my only hope. Follow the path shown in this diary. With love, Fidget. The diary will be added to your game bottom right. You can open it by clicking on it. Okay. The fire in the hearth is ready to be lit. I picked up a match. If you want to use it, click on it. Put it where you can use it. Right. Makes sense. Book of Wind. Fidget reads all sorts of strange things all the time. Okay. Can I just go back to bed and forget everything? His drawer with his personal things, I can't see anything useful in it. But see, this'll light up, this'll heat up the room. The ice on the door melts, yeah. So, yeah, it's just Dearest Faye. Okay, yeah, just basically kind of our keeping track of everything for us, which is pretty nice. I hear the voice again. Suddenly the animal panes disappear from the window above. The door to my daughter's room is sealed shut. In my head I hear my husband's voice guiding me. The creatures must be returned to their places, Faye. Right. Okay, so we have to pick up the creatures and put them up there. Okay. There's a collection of dream jewels in your diary. Every dream piece you collect is added to them. Completing the dream jewels will add to your final score at the end of the game. Forged by the Fairy of Laughter. Okay. Chest is an heirloom. Nothing in the drawer. Well, we've got a cat. So, I'm guessing, yeah, I was going to say, I'm guessing we need to put the cat up there. I thought I saw something shining. Yes, okay, so it was a fish. So, yeah, another dream jewel. So it kind of gives us little hints as far as some stuff, like, okay, pick up the bird and it turns into a bird shape. Yeah, which is probably good because the way things are going, it's like, there's no rhyme or reason as to what is and isn't a thing. Like, the fish wasn't actually a fish, it was just a drawing of a fish on the wall. So we need a frog. Which is right there. Design turned into a frog and apparently changed shape. Because the frog was like hunched over. It wasn't like splayed out like, ah! I just got run over. All the creatures are returned as if some kind of strange kind of magic is at work. I can barely see. Where's that lamp switch? Turn on the lamp. This is terrible. Just as it was in my dream, our beautiful daughter has fallen under a sleep spell like the one from which Fidget woke me. Okay, I'm guessing this was like... I'm guessing that was like supposed to be a cutscene, but it wasn't playing. I don't know. I don't know if we really need, well, there's the key. Wow, this is really weird, because that was like part of the bed, and it just became a key that we needed. A tiny key. Like for a dollhouse. Okay. Fidget has guided me. These switches turn lights on and off. In order for you to get to me, you must turn all the lights on. Turn on all the lights. Okay. There we go. Done and done. And there's a jewel in, like, a lot of these rooms. I want the jewels. Can I not get the Really? I can't get the jewels now? Okay, so this is the balcony key. Yeah, like there were jewels there. Did I have to get them while I was playing the puzzle? You didn't tell me that. Yeah, I don't think it's playing the I don't think it's playing the cutscenes here. Cuz I get the feeling there was supposed to be a cutscene there. But it wasn't anything that we could just picked up an object and be used several times. Saw can be used more than right. Okay, so we need to use the saw 3 times to cut boards into. Okay, so all the boards are lined up. Tie the boards together. Now we should be able to span that bridge. Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of an older game, so I guess it doesn't surprise me that much that that some of the cutscenes and stuff don't work properly. Not on modern computers. Door to my in-laws' house is locked from the inside. I'll need to get into Larian's treehouse to enter from there. Okay. It's almost as if Fidget were beside me. He lets me know that the color from Lyra's horse has vanished. I can't get in until the horse is the way Lyra and Fidget made it that day that day they were playing with the colored chalk. Alright, so we need colored chalk. Is that it? Is that what you're saying? Is we need colored chalk? Ah, green chalk. Oh, really? Now the bear's lost his color. Why? Well, there's the yellow chalk. And then blue. Yep. Almost as if we knew what was going to happen. All right. They all have their colors back, so now we should. Oh. Now we should be able to get into it. Nope. The stones that spell out Lyra's name are missing. I hear Fidget. In order to enter, you must find the 6 stones. Oh, I'd better start looking. I'd like to know how they just up and disappeared on us like that. Because we were standing right there. They were there when we came out. Of course, all the pictures had color as well when we first came out, so. So we're only missing six stones? Why didn't they take them all? Alright. There. Found all the stones, spelled out her name. I hope we can finally get into that treehouse. Oh, good. We can. Yes. I know I'm collecting stuff for these guys, which is, I guess, good. I'm just going to assume that it's good. It's not really required, but it's just kind of a fun little thing. So what do we have? We have 83% of the fish. Okay, so the trap door down is suddenly locked. What? Really? How? How did you do that? I would like to know. Because that was pretty impressive for, you know, what I'm guessing is somebody without a corporeal body. Okay, I'm not sure how I was supposed to know that there was a nut in there other than the fact that it, like, sparkled and said, hey, there's something here. Haha. Look in me. All right. Wheel, washer, nut. Oil? Yep. Okay. So we are missing another wheel. Of course, not everything that says something is something. All right, it's got to sparkle at some point here, right? I mean, technically, technically that should be enough. If I pick it up on this end and push it, it should. I should be able to move it without having to worry about putting the last wheel on. All right, now it's fixed. All right, now we should be able to use the screwdriver to open that, but the door's stuck. We're gonna whack it with a hobby horse. I'm not sure that's the appropriate method for fixing a stuck trap door, but the back door to Tangle and Avel's house is locked, and the spare key isn't in the usual place. I hope our dog Bobby didn't bury it again. I need the key to get into the house. So, does this, like, tell us things? Yes, okay, so number 2, long ago, Lilith stole the dream jewels from my mother. She carries them with her, and they give her power. While Lilith cast her sleep spell, I stole the jewels and hid them in the diary. Lilith tried to get her dream jewels back, but she was weakened, and only the dream pieces were pulled free. When you find one, know that you are on the right path to finding me. Each piece will make you stronger and help restore the dream jewels. I am keeping this diary so that one day, Faye, you will know the truth about me and my family. My mother always spent a lot of time in the greenhouse with her plants, and we always had plants in every room. Some purified the air. Some scented parts of the house. Some rid our homes of insects. When I was quite young, I remember hearing my mother talking to the plants. I didn't think much of it until I heard the plants talk back to her. What kind of plants were talking there? When I asked her about it, she explained that plants talk to all of us We just need to learn to listen. My father Tangle has always been a scholar with his nose in a book. From the time I was born, my father read to me fairy tales, scientific studies, history, astronomy, psychic phenomenon. There was little that did not fascinate him. At one time, he read a book about making toys. He believed that toys are how children and adults learn about their world. When our daughter Lyra was born, my father started creating the most amazing toys for her. And he was right. Each toy taught her and guided her. Okay. This is a really weird guy with a really weird family. My parents are fairies. They told me this on my 3rd birthday. They were highly placed in the fairy world. My mother, Avel, was fairy queen of all Flora, which explains her connection to plants. My father, Tangle, was the fairy king of knowledge. To study was his ultimate pursuit. From birth, it was intended that, when the time came, they would marry. Then they did the unthinkable, at least in the fairy realm. They fell in love. And finally, up to chapter 6, in the fairy world, there is no concept of love. Fairies are paired off to produce appropriate fairy offspring. Fortunately for my parents, their marriage to each other was prearranged, as was the marriage of their firstborn child. Having experienced true love, unlike other fairies, my parents wanted their child to experience the most wonderful of emotions. They swore that their child would marry for love. When I was born, for my sake, my parents left the land of the fairies and made their home in the village of Wish. Okay, so that kind of gives us a little bit of background. Yeah, still not sure what what happened, other than, everybody's been put to sleep except for us for some reason. I'm not sure why we were spared or who's behind it or anything like that, but yeah. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. As I've stated several times before, we are doing a month-long charity drive in August for Diabetes Action. Just yesterday, we did an extra long live stream over on Twitch. We're still raising money. Our donation page is the top link in the description down below. You can go there and donate, or go there and share that page to get the awareness out there and help as a community raise more money for diabetes research and education. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and don't forget to press the subscribe button down below so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions.
If you wanna see some crazy
Cheerio.
and also lazy, then you should meet me and my friends.
That's
Even
about
though
it.
we got
Oh,
no
Whitey,
money, for
you
sure
look
it's so
terrific,
funny.
honey. I haven't seen you in
Everything
ages,
started
just
with just
ages.
thought,
Oh, what did I ever
don't
do without you,
worry
baby?
about tomorrow, we just
You know what? I'm gonna figure him, because he's kind of got the beanie, so he looks young.
waking up that sundown, the
Finger.
world's our
Yeah.